My child, come closer and listen to me. Do not scroll past this moment, because this is not coincidence. This is me reaching for you. I have been watching you quietly, patiently, lovingly, and I need you to hear this now more than ever. You may not realize it, but something has shifted in your heart. The closeness we once shared has faded into the background of your busy days, your heavy thoughts, and your silent nights. You have been moving, speaking, deciding, and even struggling with that turning toward me the way you once did. But I have never turned away from you. There were moments when you forgot to pray, when you chose distraction over my presence, when you leaned on your own understanding because it felt easier. And still, I stayed. I watched over you when you didn't acknowledge me. I protected you in situations you didn't even see. I whispered to your heart in ways you almost missed. Even now, as you hear these words, it is not coincidence. It is me calling you back into something deeper, something you've been missing but couldn't quite name. I know the pace of your life has been overwhelming. I know how easy it became to push me aside, not out of rejection, but out of exhaustion, confusion, and the weight of everything you've been carrying. But my child, your soul was never created to live disconnected from me. That emptiness you sometimes feel, that quiet unrest, that longing you can't explain, that is the space where I belong. I am not speaking to condemn you. I am speaking to awaken you. Right now, in this very moment, I am reaching into your heart, asking you not to ignore this voice. Stay with me. Let these words settle into your spirit. And if you feel even the slightest stirring inside you, I want you to respond. Like this message as a sign that you hear me. Comment "I'm listening" if your heart is opening again. Share this with 3 people who may also feel distant, because they need to know I have not forgotten them either. And stay connected. Subscribe, so you don't miss the moments when I speak to you again like this. Because this is not just a message. This is an invitation. You may have forgotten me in certain seasons, but I have never, not for a single second, forgotten you. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I have not missed a single moment of your journey, not the days when you felt strong, and not the nights when you felt like you were falling apart in silence. You may think your struggles have gone unnoticed, but I have been right there, watching every tear, hearing every unspoken thought, and feeling the weight that has been pressing on your heart. I know how life has pulled you in so many directions. I see how responsibilities, pressures, and disappointments have slowly taken up the space that once belonged to me. It did not happen all at once, did it? It was gradual. A missed prayer here, a distracted moment there, until the connection we shared began to feel distant, almost unfamiliar. But even in that distance, I never stepped away from you. I understand the battles you have been fighting. Some you show to the world, and many you keep hidden deep inside. I see the questions that keep circling in your mind, the doubts that whisper when you are alone, and the weariness that settles in your spirit when things don't go the way you hoped. You have been trying to hold everything together, trying to make sense of things on your own, and it has been exhausting you more than you realize. And still, I call you mine. Even when you felt too tired to speak to me, I was listening. Even when you felt unworthy to come close, I was still reaching out. Even when you thought you had drifted too far, I was standing right beside you, waiting for you to notice me again. My love for you has never been based on how often you come to me. It has always been rooted in who you are to me. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not just another voice in the crowd. You are my child. I see the moments when you felt alone in a room full of people. I see the times you smiled on the outside while carrying heaviness inside. I see the silent prayers you didn't even finish because you didn't know what to say. I see the confusion, the hesitation, the longing for something more, and the something more has always been me. Do not believe the lie that you have gone too far or stayed away too long. Do not let guilt convince you that you no longer belong in my presence. I have never once withdrawn my love from you. I have never once decided you were no longer worthy of my attention. Every step you have taken, even the ones away from me, I have followed with grace, not rejection. And now, in this moment, I am reminding you that I still see you completely, deeply, and lovingly. You do not have to hide from me. You do not have to pretend with me. You do not have to fix yourself before coming back to me. Just come as you are. Because I have been here all along, waiting, not with disappointment, but with open arms. My child, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal will heal a part of your heart that has been quietly burdened. You have believed, even if only deep inside, that your distance from me changed how I feel about you. You have wondered if your silence made me step back, if your forgetting made me withdraw, if your inconsistency weakened my love. But I need you to understand this truth. My love for you has never depended on your ability to remember me. Even when your days passed without a single thought of me, I was still thinking of you. Even when your prayers grew quiet, I was still speaking life over you. Even when you walked through life as if you were alone, I was still guiding your steps, placing protection around you, and opening doors you didn't even realize I had prepared. You see, my presence in your life is not fragile. It is not something that disappears when you falter. I do not love you in moments. I love you completely, constantly, without interruption. There has never been a second where I turned my face away from you. When you felt lucky, it was my hand. When you were spared from something you didn't even see coming, it was my protection. When you found strength in a moment you thought would break you, it was me carrying you. I have been involved in every detail of your life, even in the seasons where you thought I was absent. You believed distance meant abandonment, but that was never true. I have been closer than your next breath, even when you didn't acknowledge me. I have been faithful, even when you felt unsure. I have been present, even when you felt disconnected. That emptiness you've been feeling was never because I left. It was because your soul was missing the awareness of me. And now I am restoring that awareness. I am opening your eyes to see that I never forgot you, not in your weakest moment, not in your busiest season, not in your silence. My love has been steady, unwavering, and deeply personal. You were never just existing. I was always involved, always caring, always working on your behalf. And now, my child, as this truth settles into your heart, I am calling you into something greater. What you are feeling right now is not just emotion. It is awakening. It is the stirring of purpose, the rekindling of connection, the beginning of something that will not only transform you but reach others through you. This is where your obedience becomes a seed. I am placing something in your hands, not just for you, but for the many who are still lost in silence, still feeling forgotten, still waiting for a reminder of my love. When you respond in this moment, you are not just reacting. You are sowing into lives you may never see, but I see them. As my word says, give, and it will be given to you a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am speaking this over you now. When you give into what I am doing here, you are opening a flow of blessing, not just in provision, but in purpose. And now hear me clearly. This is your moment to act. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel my presence stirring something within you, then do not hesitate. Support this mission through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link placed in the description and shown as a QR code in this video. This is not just giving. This is you becoming part of my work, helping my voice reach the one who feels forgotten tonight. I am inviting you into this movement of light. Step into it now. My child, I speak to you now not only with comfort, but with truth that will guide you back into alignment with me. I have called you close again, and with that closeness comes a gentle correction, not to shame you, but to restore you. You have allowed many things to take my place without even realizing it. You turned to worry when I was inviting you to trust me. You leaned on people who could not carry what only I can hold. You filled your time with distractions, hoping they would quiet the unrest inside you, but they only covered it for a moment. And slowly, without intention, you began to rely on everything except the one who has always been your source. I am not saying this to condemn you. I am saying this because I love you too deeply to let you continue in something that drains your spirit. My child, you were never created to live sustained by temporary things. The world will offer you noise, comfort, validation, and quick solutions, but none of it can replace my presence. And when you try to fill that sacred space in your heart with anything else, you will always feel something missing, something unsettled, something incomplete. That emptiness you've been feeling is not punishment. It is a signal. It is your soul recognizing that it has been reaching for everything except me. I have watched you carry burdens that you were never meant to carry alone. I have seen you overthink, overwork, and overextend yourself, trying to control outcomes that were always in my hands. And in doing so, you have exhausted your strength and quieted your awareness of me. But I am calling you back now. Do not keep placing your trust in things that cannot sustain you. Do not keep seeking peace in places that cannot give it. Do not keep running to what feels immediate while neglecting what is eternal. Come back to me as your first response, not your last option. When something troubles your heart, come to me first. When decisions overwhelm you, seek my voice first. When fear tries to take hold, remember that I am still your covering. This is how you begin to restore what has been misplaced, not through perfection, but through intentional return. I am not asking you to be flawless. I am asking you to be willing. Let go of the belief that you can handle everything on your own. Let go of the patterns that have been pulling you away from me. Let go of the distractions that keep your spirit restless. And choose me again. This is not about guilt. This is about realignment. I am still here, ready to guide you, ready to strengthen you, ready to fill every space that hath been left empty. But you must make room for me again. You must allow me to take my rightful place in your life, not as something occasional, but as your foundation. Come back, my child, not halfway, not occasionally, but fully. Because in me, you will find the peace you've been searching for everywhere else. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying, and I do not want you to believe that this journey back to me is meant to be heavy. I am not calling you into pressure. I am calling you into peace. You may feel weak right now, unsure of how to rebuild what feels distant, but listen to me carefully. You are not starting from nothing. I have been with you all along, and even now, I am strengthening you from within. Do not let discouragement tell you that you have gone too far or stayed away too long. That is not my voice. My voice reminds you that every step you take toward me matters, no matter how small it seems. Even the desire you feel right now to reconnect with me, that did not come from you alone. I place that longing in your heart because I am drawing you back. You are not alone in this process. I am walking with you as you find your way again. When you feel unsure, I am your clarity. When you feel tired, I am your strength. When you feel like giving up, I am the voice that gently tells you to keep going. You do not have to figure everything out at once. You do not have to fix every mistake or understand every detail. All I am asking is that you stay close to me, one moment at a time. I know there are parts of you that feel fragile. I know there are wounds that have not fully healed, questions that have not been answered, and fears that still try to rise within you. But I am not intimidated by any of it. I am your refuge, your safe place, your constant source of renewal. There is nothing in your life that I cannot restore, strengthen, and use for good. Do not measure your worth by how consistent you have been in the past. Do not define your future by the distance you once felt. I am doing something new in you, even now. I am rebuilding your confidence, restoring your peace, and renewing your spirit in ways you may not fully see yet. Trust me in this. You may feel like your faith is small, but even the smallest faith, when placed in me, becomes powerful. You may feel like your steps are slow, but every step toward me brings you closer to the fullness of life I have prepared for you. There is no rush, no pressure, only my presence guiding you forward. And I want you to hear this clearly. You are not disqualified. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are still chosen, still loved, still called by my name. Lift your head, my child. Let hope rise again within you. Let strength return to your spirit. What you thought was lost is not beyond my reach. What you thought was broken is not beyond my healing. I am with you, and I am not letting you go. Walk with me again, and you will see just how strong you truly are, because your strength comes from me. My child, as you begin to draw closer to me again, I want you to rest in my promises, not as distant words, not as something uncertain, but as living truth that I'm speaking over your life right now. I do not make promises lightly, and I do not forget what I have spoken. What I declare stands firm, and what I begin, I always bring to completion. You may look at your past and feel like time has been lost, like opportunities have slipped through your hands, like certain moments can never be restored. But I am not bound by time the way you are. I am the one who redeems it. I can restore what feels wasted. I can bring purpose out of seasons that seemed empty. Nothing in your life has been beyond my ability to turn it for good. Even in the moments when you felt distant from me, I was still working behind the scenes. I was aligning things you could not see, protecting you from paths that were not meant for you, and preparing what is still ahead. You were never outside of my plan, even when you felt disconnected from my presence. Trust me in this. My plans for you have not changed. What I spoke over your life still stands. The calling I placed within you is still alive. The purpose I designed for you is still unfolding, even if it has taken a path you did not expect. I do not cancel my promises because of your inconsistency. I remain faithful, even when you struggle to remain steady. My child, I need you to release the fear that you have missed your chance. You have not. I am the God of new beginnings, not just once but as many times as it takes. Every moment you turn back to me becomes a fresh starting point. Every step toward me opens a new door of grace. Lean into my timing. You may want everything to come together quickly, to feel instant clarity and immediate restoration. But I am doing something deeper than what you can see on the surface. I am strengthening your foundation. I am teaching you to trust me, not just when things are clear, but even when they are not. My timing is not meant to frustrate you, it is meant to prepare you. And I promise you this, I will not leave you halfway. I will guide you step by step. I will provide what you need when you need it. I will give you peace in moments where you once felt anxious. I will open doors that no one can close and close doors that are not meant for you. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into my care. Hold on to me, even when you don't fully understand where I am leading you. My promises are your anchor. My faithfulness is your security. My presence is your assurance that you are never alone in what lies ahead. So rest, my child, not in your own ability, but in my unchanging nature. I am with you, I am for you, and I will fulfill every good thing I have spoken over your life. My child, now is the moment where what you have heard begins to become what you live. I have spoken to your heart. I have reminded you of my presence, and I have called you back into closeness with me, but now I am inviting you to respond. Not tomorrow, not when everything feels perfect, but right now, in this very moment. Do not let this be just another message that touches you briefly and then fades as your day continues. What you are feeling right now is sacred. This stirring in your heart, this quiet pull drawing you closer, that is me awakening something within you. And when I awaken something, I am inviting you to move with it. Come back to me, my child. Not with rehearsed words, not with perfection, but with honesty. Speak to me again. Even if all you can say is, I'm here, that is enough for me to meet you. I am not waiting for eloquence, I am waiting for your openness. I am not asking for performance, I am asking for your presence. Set aside this moment and acknowledge me. Turn your thoughts toward me instead of your worries. Lay down the weight you have been carrying and trust that I am able to hold it. You were never meant to walk this life independently from me, and you do not have to continue that way. Choose me again. Choose to make space for me in your day, not as an afterthought, but as your foundation. When you wake up, invite me in. When you face decisions, seek me first. When your heart feels overwhelmed, return to me instead of running elsewhere. These are not difficult steps. They are simple acts of connection that will restore what has felt distant. I am not far from you. I am right here, waiting for you to turn toward me. And I want you to do something right now, something that makes this moment real. Whisper a prayer, even silently. Acknowledge my presence. Let your heart speak, even if your words feel small. This is where your return begins, not in grand gestures, but in genuine connection. Do not delay this. There will always be distractions, always be reasons to put this off, always be something else trying to take your attention. But this moment is important. This is where your relationship with me begins to grow stronger again. This is where peace starts to return, where clarity begins to form, where your strength is renewed. Take this step with me, and as you do, trust that I am meeting you fully. I am not distant, I am not hesitant. I am right here, ready to walk with you, guide you, and fill your life with my presence once more. You are not just hearing this message, you are being called to live it. So come, my child. Come back to me now. My child, now rest in this moment with me. Let everything you have heard settle gently into your heart. You came into this message carrying distance, questions, maybe even quiet guilt, but you are not leaving the same. I have reminded you of something eternal, something unchanging. You may have forgotten me in certain moments, but I have never forgotten you. Not once. I have been with you through every step, every silence, every distraction, every struggle. I never walked away. I never turned my face. I never removed my love from your life. And now, you are aware again. And now, your heart is opening again. Now, you are returning, not as a stranger, but as my child who has always belonged. Let that truth bring you peace. You do not have to strive to earn your place with me. You do not have to carry the weight of what has already passed. I am not holding your distance against you. I am welcoming your return with open arms, with joy, with love that has never diminished. Breathe in that peace, the same presence you feel right now, calm, steady, reassuring. That is me. And I am not just here for this moment. I will be with you when this message ends. I will be with you in your quiet moments, in your busy hours, in your uncertainties, and in your victories. You are not walking forward alone. Hold on to me as you move ahead. When life begins to feel overwhelming again, remember this moment. When distractions try to pull you away again, remember my voice calling you back. When doubt whispers that you are distant, remember the truth. You are never out of my reach. You are mine. And I am guiding you into a future filled with purpose, peace, and deeper connection with me. Trust the path ahead, even if you cannot see it fully yet. I am already there, preparing the way for you. And now, my child, as this message comes to a close, I am inviting you into something greater than just hearing my voice. I am inviting you to help carry your heart still wandering, souls still feeling forgotten, people still waiting for the same reminder you receive it today. And I am choosing to reach them through willing vessels. Hear me clearly. This is your moment to respond. When you give through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description and QR code in this video, you are not just offering money. You are sowing light into darkness, planting seeds that will grow into restored lives. As my word declares, those who sow generously will also reap generously. And I am speaking that over you now as a living promise. Let your giving become a river, flowing beyond you into lives you may never see but I deeply love. Do not hesitate. Do not hold back. This is a divine opportunity, a moment of obedience that carries eternal impact. I see your heart, and I bless every seed you release into this mission. It will return to you in ways that go beyond what you expect. Peace, provision, and purpose. Step into this now. Support through Super Thanks or PayPal. Be part of what I am doing. And as you go forward, carry this peace with you. You were never forgotten. You are deeply loved. And I am always with you.